What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak on my LeBron James trying to build the same way built. Uh, some people believe that superstars are born. Some people believe that superstars are made, right? And I'm one person that believes that superstars are made. I don't believe that that superstars are born. I think that they're made. Um, Even Michael Jordan, like when I first started watching basketball and was watching Jordan, throughout his career, I never really thought that like a superstar like Michael Jordan was just born. I never thought that they were made. I thought that, Mike Jordan was just born and he had all these gifts and stuff, right? And so that's true. He was a very gifted basketball player, Mike. He was passionate about the sport. And Mike was he put everything he had into the sport. So he was dedicated, right? But as I grew older and more mature and wiser, and you see other people around the league, like what's the guy named Clyde Drexler, and Mike Jordan even admitted himself that Clyde Drexler was just as good as him, or was very. I think he thought that Clyde was just as good as him, or could have had that number one role in the league, but Clyde Drexler didn't play the game the way Mike did, as far as like not the game on the court, but the like as far as like appealing to like the fans, and Clyde wasn't that guy, that like Mike was. Mike accepted everything that came with that with his notoriety and his fame and stuff like that. So Nike helped to boost Mike up. The league helped to boost Mike up and make things for Mike a little bit, like make things go the way they needed to, so they can build this, to build Mike's career and Mike's legacy. But Clyde, that wasn't so much about that. Clyde was just wanted to play basketball, and Clyde wanted to, he wanted to win and compete like that. But all the other stuff, like the fame kind of stuff that came with it, Clyde wasn't so much really into all that stuff. And so, but Mike accepted everything that came with it. He didn't mind being the face of the league, and Mike, so that's what the difference between Mike and Clyde was. Because if you think of, Clyde was one of my favorite players coming out of, he played at Houston, right? Five Slammer Jammer, the Houston Cougars. And so Clyde was a very graceful basketball player, just like Mike was, and could score and was a heck of a defender. Everything that Mike could do, Clyde was doing, and he could do too. So that's why, that is really the thing that made me notice that Clyde, like stars, when you see that situation, that's what make me think that stars are really just chosen. Nike had a part in that too when it came to Michael Jordan, that's pumping him up, and to promote Mike and propel Mike to the top. So now we have LeBron James and his son Bronny James, right? So, and I think, and the league definitely did the same thing for LeBron. Ever since LeBron was in high school, the league, they was calling LeBron from day one the chosen one, King James, and so they created this path for LeBron James to become the player that he is today, But the difference between Mike and LeBron is LeBron, because he realized that a path had been created for him, LeBron didn't work like Mike would, right? And so he wasn't as dedicated. He didn't improve his game like Mike did. Like, even though a way was created for Mike, and Nike was a part of Mike's development and a part of his public persona. The league played a part in all of that. Mike still worked hard, and went to the gym. It was almost as if Mike was oblivious to what like Nike and the league was doing for him and his career and his image. But LeBron was aware of that from day one. And so it seemed like LeBron was like, all right, well, if they are just going to clear this path for me to be the chosen one, then why should I work as hard as Mike did? Why should I work as hard as Kobe did? When it's, no matter what I do, like, they will, a way has already been cleared for me. And so you can see, like, throughout, in my opinion, I can see throughout LeBron's career, whereas though he never really worked on his game. He worked on his body but he didn't work on his game. You don't really see too much. He don't have any moves or anything like that. Right. So LeBron just, like I said, he took advantage of the situation that he was the chosen one. So now fast forward to LeBron has the opportunity to bring his son into the NBA. And for some reason, it seemed like LeBron thought that he could clear a path for his son the way the league has cleared a path for him. But the thing about it is, fans and other basketball players and everybody know, when you watch the sport, who can play and who can't play, right? And it is just so blatantly obvious that Bronny James don't belong there. But LeBron James thought that he had enough pull, whereas though he could push that, where he could just really just push it on people and have people buy that his son was was worthy of the position that he had. And that's not the situation, and to be honest, I don't even know why or what made LeBron think that his son was worthy of that position. So I don't know if it's narcissism, or when you a player of LeBron James' stature, you just have so many people around you, just like yes men around you, and you don't have anyone in your circle who is telling you what you need to hear instead of what you want to hear. And so that's the situation that LeBron James is in with his son. I think, and even when you have like Stephen A. Smith telling him to stop it, as far as like, as a father, like, why would you put your son in this position, knowing that your son is not ready for the league? And which I thought that Stephen A. Smith was being nice about the situation, because not only is Bronny James not ready for the league, I don't think, looking at his skill set, I don't think Bronny James will ever be ready for the league. I don't think he'll ever be able to make the team, a professional basketball team. I don't even think that Bronny James, all things being equal, I don't think Bronny James would be able to make a G League team, like, if it wasn't for his father. I know Bronny just scored like 17 points against the Bucks, in a game that they just played. But when you look at the way that they was playing, and basically the Bucks wasn't playing no defense. Nobody was pressing up on them. They was garbage baskets because Bronny James was, the Lakers had already got blown out, so no, it was no sense of where we got to clamp down on Bronny, and basically it was a bunch of garbage, no defense, and so, but the media ran with it. And so I think that with LeBron James trying to build his son's career, I think he just, so many bad moves LeBron made that is really going to come back and hurt his legacy. when you have people around you who are not telling you that like this is not a good move. What uh what if Michael Jordan had insisted that one of his sons be, play on the Chicago Bulls with him? I know that I bet you that Phil Jackson and Jerry Krause would have told Mike that not a good idea. Your son, number one, not qualified, and number two, but I don't even think Mike. It would have been hard for them to convince Mike not to, because they told Mike the truth. They told Mike what Mike needed to hear, and sometimes even the guy Krause, Mike didn't always. He didn't had no problem telling Mike what no, the Jerry Krause guy, he had no issues with telling Mike no. So that wouldn't have, in Chicago, that would not have worked. No way would Mike, if Mike was even that crazy, Mike would have been able to bring in his son. But Mike loved basketball too much to cheat the game like that, to bring in his son. And he didn't want to put that kind of pressure on his son, to have to follow behind him, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, in my opinion, the greatest. But I only go back to like 1980. So anybody who played before 1980, Kareem and Bill Russell, all those guys, no slight to them, but I only go back to 1980. And since I've been watching basketball, Mike has been, the best that I've seen. So I don't know if Oscar Robertson, like I said, or any of those guys could be on that list. But I don't know, how LeBron James was able to fall into this trap that he's in with his son, man. I just think that some of these moves that LeBron James has made, in my opinion, is really going to really going to screw his legacy up. And I think some of the decisions that LeBron James has made are going to come back and bite him once his career is over with, and nowadays, because of social media and stuff like that, like the media is not really they're going to be honest. I don't really find people bashing on LeBron just because you don't think that LeBron James is the GOAT. I don't think that's bashing. I think you have knowledgeable basketball fans who just say that, they don't see him as being a GOAT. They really don't, and so, they call them LeBron haters and all that stuff. Like when LeBron do something that's legit and accomplish something that's legit, I think people give, you don't have any choice but to give LeBron James his just due. But in no way, like LeBron is going to tell knowledgeable basketball fans that his son is qualified to be in the league. It's just not it's not going to fly. His son is not qualified to be in the league, but I think LeBron saw how the league propelled him, and he thought that he could propel his son to the league like that. And he definitely got some pushback on that. And so, like I said, I think this decision to bring his son aboard and to try to manufacture a professional career for his son, I think this is only going to hurt LeBron James' legacy. And so that's my take on it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about, my statements about LeBron James trying to manufacture a professional career for his son when his son definitely wasn't qualified. And so with that being said, I'm out, and I will check you all out on the next video. Peace.